Hi guys, welcome to another video with Fiverr Nomad. I am Basilia, and in our channel we talk about working online, relocating, and just living the digital nomad life in general and living free. So in this video guys, I will be sharing with you the 7 mistakes I made when I started working online. This is juicy stuff guys. If you're new to this channel, make sure you subscribe, smash that like button. You know, your support is super important to us. Yeah, so let's dive right in guys. So I started working online a year ago, and in this time I've learned a lot. You know, I've earned quite a bit of money working online, and you know, I've grown through the process. And so I've made tons of mistakes because I had no one to guide me. You know, I just found working online by myself. I've been through the fire myself, and I mean, I'm still here. And so this is why I'm sharing this knowledge with you, so you don't make the same mistake that I made when I first started working online. So the first mistake that I made working online was I did not create a work routine for myself. I mean, it sounds pretty foolish because, you know, when you're working a 9 to 5, you have a steady routine. You know, you're working a 9 to 5, right? So you have a routine, you know, that you go to work by 9, you come back by 5, you know, you do whatever you do, blah, blah, blah. But so when I started working online, I did not have a routine, you know. I would just like get a job, start doing the job, you know, and just be floating with it. But I realized that this was causing me a lot of stress because everyone needs a routine. You know, you have to plan your day. You need a time when you will eat, a time when you work, a time when you relax and take a break, you know, and all of these things. And if there's no balance like that, then you end up feeling frustrated and really stressed out because you don't have a work schedule. So I feel like anyone who is new to working online must have a work schedule. Yes, maybe in the beginning it's not so relevant because work might be slow. You're just now starting out and getting clients. But as you go along and you start working, if you're great at what you do, of course you would always have clients. And if you start working, you will start to lose your head if you don't have a schedule. You need to have a time when you wake up, time when you work, set a time aside for self-care and indulgence and do whatever you want to do. But basically have a work schedule. It will save you from a whole world of stress that I wish someone had advised me about early on. The second mistake that I make working online is I took on way too many jobs just to earn an extra buck. You know, I will be swamped up to my neck with jobs, but then a client will contact me and be like, oh, can you help me do this? And I'll be like, yeah, sure. You know, and I will take on the job, and then I am so stressed working day and night, you know, on the computer like this, like constantly working just to earn that extra dollar, just to earn that extra $20, you know. Yes, making money is amazing, but making money at the expense of everything else may not be the smartest move, you know what I mean? So I feel like in the beginning I took on way too many jobs, you know, because of course your price in the beginning is competitive, you know, your service is competitive, so that would sort of attract a lot of clients. And you know, when you want to make money, it's hard to turn down clients, but you know, at some point you need to like learn to say no, or learn to say I am not available now, but I will be available on Tuesday, I will be available on Friday. Does this work for you? You know, I feel like that's a better approach to take instead of taking on so many jobs and then you just fucking lose your head, you know what I mean? So yes, the third mistake that I made when I started working online was I was neglecting my personal life. Okay, like I had no personal life. Like personal life where? What? You know? I was working, like I said, because I was taking on too many jobs and because I didn't have a work schedule. I was working. I stopped making lunch, which I like to do. I would wake up in the morning, have a quickie breakfast and rush back to work, you know, just to complete all the jobs and meet the deadlines that I've set for myself and everything. And boy, it was crazy, you know. At some point I started dreaming about Instagram captions because I was writing so many captions all the time that I was having dreams about it. I know it sounds insane, but like, yeah, I was losing it. Like I had no personal life. I wasn't going on walks. I was just at home all day working. And yeah, at some point I'm like, wow, what the hell am I doing? Like, what's really the difference now between what I'm doing and a 9 to 5 job? You know what I mean? So I was like, man, this is not cool, So I had to sort of restructure everything, Me neglecting my personal life made me suffer mentally, and I had to take control of that. And that was when I created a work schedule. And that was when I stopped taking on too much jobs, and I learned to say, I'm not available now. I will be available on ABC. If you don't mind that, then I can work with you then, You're not saying no to them, but you're sort of shifting the work to a certain time when you will be available. So yes, I had to take control of my personal life for my mental health. And so I learned to sort of structure my working so that I could get my personal time back on track, because you need your personal time. You need your time to unwind. You need your time to take care of yourself. If you're not feeling good, the quality of your service will drop, For people working on Fiverr, when you're not feeling good, the quality of your service drops. You will see that you keep getting more and more revisions from clients that are saying, oh, I don't like this job. Can you revise it? Usually maybe when you submit your job, it's perfect. They're like, yay, 5 stars, tip, blah, blah, blah. But then when you're stressed out as hell, you just rush through the job just to get it done before the deadline. And then they're like, no, it's not good enough. Can you revise it? So you see, when not taking care of yourself is a lose-lose for everyone, because then you get to work extra hard and, it's just not good. So basically, make time for yourself. Yes, it's easier said than done, of course, but you have to keep this in mind. And the fourth mistake that I made when I started working online is I didn't track the time that I spent on jobs. I know some people might be like, oh, I didn't think of that. Well, now you should, because it's super important, okay? So I get it. Using Fiverr as an example, because that's what I work with and I don't know anything else, right? I would just work and break my head. And then you realize that for $5, you've just spent like 6 hours on a job, or 10 hours on a job for $5. I'm not saying don't start small. All I'm saying is that you need to know how much time you're spending on a job, especially so you can come up with ways to make it more efficient. Because the goal is not to slave and spend all your time earning peanuts. No. The goal is to work smart so you can optimize your time, work a bit less for more, and earn enough money so you can have a good time and fucking chill, right? So basically, I was not tracking my time, which led me to spend tons and tons of hours obsessing over something when I could have just abandoned it or just done the job, and focused on something else that was more important or something like that, to be more efficient. The goal is efficiency to reduce work and earn more, right? So I wish I had tracked my time better, and now I track my time. I know I can spend 2 hours on a job. If I get paid $40 for it, that means I spent 2 hours and I got paid $40, right? But if you don't track your time, you will work and work and work and work, and you don't even know you're working super hard for $5, right? So this brings me to the fifth mistake I made when I first started working online, which is I did not track my income, okay? Normally, because you're working and working and working, in your mind, you just assume that you're making enough money, but you're not. You're working hours and hours and hours, but you're not even earning enough. You just assume, oh yeah, because I've worked so hard, I probably earned $500. I probably earned $250. I probably earned whatever sum you come up with in your head, but only the facts, numbers, and the real numbers are the only facts that exist. You have to track your income. You've worked so hard, but yes, how much did you bring in this month? How much have you made this month? Do you need to sort of promote your gig so you can get more clients and reach your target sum for the month? Tracking your income is very important. It is very important, and trust me, I've always been tracking my own personal expenses and everything, but I didn't start tracking my income until a few months ago. Insane, right? So I bet you don't even know. So yeah, thank God I'm telling you this right now. You need to track your income because it's super important. It determines if you should take on new jobs or not. And if you need to promote your gigs to get more clients, or take a certain cause of action so you can earn enough so you will not be stranded. Because remember, you're working online. If you're a digital nomad or a remote worker, you're 100% responsible for your income, and you need to find ways to keep earning. Otherwise, you're stuck, right? So track your income. It's super important. I made that mistake, and I hope you will not make that mistake. And this brings me to the sixth mistake that I made with working online, which is I turned down clients when I had too much work. You're looking at me like, what? Yes, I did. And that is a no, okay? You should never, ever, ever turn down money No. Just don't do it, right? Then because I had too many jobs, I would turn down jobs and be like, no, I'm not doing this, I can't, I'm too. But then you cannot turn down money because you're responsible for how much you earn. So there are two things you can do to not turn down jobs when you have too many clients. I mentioned this earlier, but I'll say it again. The first one is you can tell the client, I'm not available now, but I'll be available in 2 days. Does that work for you? If they say it works for them, perfect. If they say it doesn't work for them, then you tried, right? Another thing you can do is to come up with ways that you can outsource your services. So if you're getting too many clients, the excess that you get, you outsource it and you still get the job done and get paid. Yes, someone's gonna get a bit of a cut from it, but you still got paid, right? For doing basically the only work you would do then is to like proofread and like you would just do some sort of supervise the work and everything just so it's the right quality for the client so it doesn't get declined and all of that. But basically never ever turn down a job because you need to make money. And if you are too swamped with jobs, try your best to either outsource or you tell the client, I am available on ABC day. Does that work for you? If they say yes, awesome. If they say no, you outsource it so you can make that money. And this brings me to the 7th and final mistake that I made when I first started working online, which is I waited for too long to increase my prices. I will say this again. I waited for too long to increase my prices, and thank God for Raphael, Mr. R, for allowing me to see this, because I can get so like in my head sometimes that I don't realize what's happening, and thank God I have him to sort of bring me back down to earth, you know? So I was so anxious, you know, that fear of you're not good enough. I struggle with it. I still struggle with it, but now a bit less, you know. But like I struggle with it. I'm like, wow, if I increase my prices now, what if I don't get clients? What if I'm not good enough? What if no one wants to work with me? It's a valid fear, but only for a short time, you know. As long as the quality of your service increases, you can increase your rates. You know, I started writing captions at 33 cents a caption, okay? But I was so scared to increase my rates. And then I increased it to $2 a caption, and I was still getting clients. And then I was so scared to increase it again. And Mr. R was like, Basilia, you need to increase your rates. You know this is peanuts. I know it's peanuts, but it's scary, okay? So after I was stubborn for some time, then I'm like, fuck it, man. Even if I don't get clients, whatever. I have to get paid something, you know? And so I increased my price to $5. It worked out. Now my rates are $8 a caption, and it's working out. I'm still gonna increase it. I'm still dealing with that fear. I have to wait for Raphael to smack me, you know, in the head for me to, you know, make the change. And yeah, so that's the thing. Don't wait too long to increase your rates, okay? If you're working on Fiverr and you've had like 5 reviews, you know, like 10 reviews, 10 5-star reviews, you know, increase your rates to a reasonable pace based on the quality of your service. Don't now increase your rates from $5 to $100. Your clients will run away because some of us have repeat clients. You don't want to do that. You want to do it gradually, right? You want to start with 5, increase it to 6, to 8, to 9 gradually, and to the point where you feel it's comfortable and fair enough for both parties, right? So don't wait too long to increase your prices. You will only be setting yourself up for a hard time and frustration because you'll be working a lot for peanuts, right? So guys, this brings me to the end of the video, and thanks for watching, guys. And don't forget to like, subscribe. I offer a Fiverr guide where I teach you how to work online. It's an ebook. I offer a Fiverr guide coaching where I coach you to work online on Fiverr until you get your first client and get paid. I also offer a Fiverr gig creation where I create your Fiverr gig for you so you can attract your first client within 2 weeks, guys. And yeah, this brings me to the end of the video. Thanks for watching. I hope you will keep all these mistakes in mind so you avoid them. Learn from my mistakes. Don't learn from your mistakes, right? So until next time, thanks for watching, guys, and have a good one. Bye.